Rheology introduces people to a very unique model of human development. The model suggests that if we live a long life, we will grow through 10 different stages of development. We begin with the fetal stage, which is followed by 3 infant stages. These infancy stages represent only a small percentage of our total lifetime, but they have a disproportionately large influence on our emotional and our psychological well-being. After infancy, we enter the young child and then the old child stages. Then we move into the young adult and old adult stages. We become an elder in our mid to late 60s, and we become self-actualized in our final stage if we're fortunate and we've worked hard. In each stage of development, we have one or more developmental tasks. If we're successful in completing our tasks, then we move forward with very few impediments in our lives. If we're unsuccessful completing some of our tasks, and by the way, none of us are 100% successful in completing all of our tasks, so we move forward, but we have certain limitations or holes in our development. These holes show up in our lives. This is what's happening when we feel confused or overwhelmed, conflicted or depressed. And later in life, they show up as an identity crisis or what's known as an existential crisis. Some of the holes in our development can be filled in later. In other words, we can heal ourselves, and rheology offers very specific ways to do this. But it's also important to note that some of our holes cannot be filled in later in life, and the best thing we can do is accept certain limitations and needs that we have. This model explores how we learn, whose opinions influence us, and how our physical development and social connections affect our lives. In short, how did we get to be who we are? The overall purpose of this model is to gain a new perspective of ourselves, to start a new conversation inside our own heads, so that we can address the things that need to be addressed. We can accept the parts of ourselves that we have previously rejected, and we can learn new behaviors and ways to communicate that allow us to flourish in our lives and our relationships. This is an extremely helpful model for people who are looking for a fresh perspective, and we're excited to share it with you.